Hello and welcome to Willard High School, where it's tournament time. We've got number 2 Seneca East Tigers taking on the number 3 St. Paul Fliers in a huge D4 District Semifinals. It's live high school hoops, it's free high school hoops, and it all comes to you next.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health, to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Hello and welcome back to Willard High School. Garrett Parlett on the call with me. Garrett, we got tournament hoops.
This one is going to be an exciting one, Storm. Both teams coming in are very hot as of late last year. The same round, same venue. These two teams faced off. Storm and St. Paul did fall to the Tigers 41-30.
Starting off with the St. Paul Flyers, they've had a super busy schedule as of late.
And it's really been due to the inclement weather. The Lady Flyers had to play back-to-back days in the sectional semifinal game and sectional final game. They knocked off Crestline and then knocked off Lucas. So they are 2-0 in this tournament, and they are feeling pretty good.
History is on the side of the St. Paul Flyers, a very good franchise in the past.
The Lady Flyers are in the district round, Storm, for the 7th time in the last 10 years. That is pretty remarkable. You can always count on the Lady Flyers to be in these big games.
And as always, for pretty much any St. Paul squad, talent top to bottom.
They got 4 really good, reliable scorers. Camille Ensley leads them with 13.1 points per game, 3 assists. Danielle Smith adds in 11 and 4. Maddie McCall pitches in 12.7, and Morgan Baxter gets in 9 a night. So they got 4 scorers who you really need to be afraid of because they can get it done.
For Seneca East, they've been playing well as of late.
On a 4-game win streak in recent weeks, beat Monroeville 55-30 in the sectional final to advance to tonight. And they're led by Jessica Bowerman, who averages 14.4 points per game, 5.1 assists, and 8.6 rebounds. She is a stat sheet stuffer.
Like we said earlier, this is a familiar opponent for the Seneca East Tigers.
As we mentioned last year, same round, Storm, same venue. They both were here, same opportunity, and the Tigers would eventually go on to win that. They're looking to repeat that like they did last season.
For the Tigers, tournament hopeful, but a tough road ahead, as I believe who these teams will have to be will be between South Central and Buckeye Central. And I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but Buckeye Central is just built different.
The Tigers are looking for a shot to win districts in 2021, and they would obviously play the winner of Buckeye Central versus South Central, which is coming later tonight on the OH Report. Tip, I believe, is at 7:30. And Buckeye Central, man, they are something else offensively. They got a lot of scores on that team. But South Central, they've been upset Mansfield Christian. No one really looked for that to happen. So in the tournament time, Storm, it's really just who becomes hot at the right time. And right now, South Central is. So stay tuned for that game coming up at 7:30.
Garrett, a number 3 versus a number 2. I mean, this is as good as it gets in terms of a competitive ball game.
This is kind of how all the analysts seen it going with St. Paul versus Seneca East, a rematch of last year. Which team is going to come out here and want it more? St. Paul looking for revenge on their mind.
So a very rich history between these two squads as both units take the floor for the opening tip-off. It's tournament time, and it's live and free, all on the OH Report for the Seneca East Tigers. I believe that is Bose out there set to jump, and McCall for the St. Paul Flyers. Tip-off moments away, and here we go. This tournament action is underway. Seneca East takes the ball on offense first. Almost a little bit of a gaffe, but they're able to reclaim possession of the basketball. Bowerman has it at the top of the key. Swings it over to Depnett. She gets it over to that free throw line area where Bose is waiting for it. Now back out top to Bowerman. Bose once again takes a mid-range jumper. That one off the mark. Quick offensive rebound for the Tigers, and another one for their Troubles. Look at the offensive prowess for the Tigers as they're on the board first.
Not a good start for the Lady Flyers. Got to box out. That's fundamental basketball. You have to do that. Is right there. What a move from Ensley. And she takes it to the cup and gets that one to go with the easy floater.
Both offenses starting off on the right foot. St. Paul's got to box out, though. Can't give up those easy opportunities as Depnett has it. Kicks over and a three-pointer on the way from Bowerman. And this is starting to look like a repeat of what we saw last night.
Threes and bunches here early. Storm Bowerman with the early one. Let's see if she can continue to do so as St. Paul did get the offensive rebound, but Seneca East wanted it more.
Seneca East has rebounding on their mind in the early goings of this one, just taking whatever shot comes off the rim. St. Paul's got to have a plan for that, because you're not going to win, I mean, this late in the tournament, making mistakes like that. Inbound goes to Bowerman, now swings it over to Depnett, back to Bowerman, all the way over to Bordner. The Tigers working it around across the perimeter, but a tough pass right there goes into the hands of the Flyers. They have it on the fast break. Beautiful bounce pass, but get that cheese out of my house, said the said the Seneca East Tigers.
What a block right there from the Tigers, getting back in transition to play. Camille Inslee held an easy look at the rim, but no, not in her house. She swats that one away.
Three-pointer blocked again by the Seneca East Tigers, so some tough play from Seneca East leads to some big-time plays as they eventually collect the rebound, and Bowerman's going to leisurely bring it up the court for the Tigers. St. Paul meeting them right at half court, put some pressure on, trying to create a turnover. Had a turnover on their last possession. Depnett dribbles inside, puts a floater up in the lane, and the rebound is collected by Baxter. She's got a 2-on-1 fast break. Beautiful textbook bounce pass, and an even better finish on the layup off the glass.
Nice pass right there from Baxter down low, one of the players who scores for St. Paul, but this time doing it in the passing lanes right there as Seneca East gets it up the floor and gets an easy look at the rim, and they convert.
Two high-flying offenses trading baskets early in this one. It's really going to come down to whose defense decides to step up and finally stop the other team. And how about that one for Seneca East, finally getting a stop on defense. Depnett driving it all the way inside, too strong. Another offensive rebound and another look from 3 feet in for the Seneca East Tigers.
St. Paul got to get better interior defense. They're struggling, and they're also struggling on the boards. Let's see what they can do here on offense.
Smith has it in the corner, tries a triple. That one off the mark. Rebound to Seneca East, almost threw it away, able to collect it. The Tigers, once again on offense, home run pass all the way down the court to Bordner. Picks up her dribble, able to safely get it back out to Depnett. She has it now, hands it off to Bowerman, the primary point guard for the Seneca East Tigers here during tournament time. Depnett has it now, gets it over to Bose. Back up top, another three-pointer for Seneca East, and that one finds the bottom of the net, and there's no stop in sight for this red-hot Tigers offense.
Bowerman cannot miss here early, averaging 14.4 points per game and almost 9 rebounds. She gets it done not only from deep, as we've seen right there in that possession behind the arc, but she can also rebound down low.
Garrett, the Flyers are playing well, but the Tigers just have their number. I mean, it seems like any shot they put up is going in.
Seneca East's offense is really on fire. As the last time these two teams met, Storm, it was 41-30. A very low-scoring defensive affair, but tonight it may be pretty high scoring.
And how about the rebounding from Seneca East? I mean, going up, I believe, on their first possession, they had 3 offensive rebounds. St. Paul's got to put some bodies on the players down low. Baxter's going to have it out of bounds, out of the timeout. The St. Paul Flyers' offense needs to get a bucket here to stop the bleeding from Seneca East. Borowski has it over in the corner, gets it up to Ensley. She dribbles inside, decides to kick it back out to the top of the key. Now back over to Ensley. She tries a three-pointer, and Coach drew up the right play as that possession ends in a triple.
Nice shot right there from Ensley. As we've seen St. Paul Storm only one time this year as they beat Crestview on the road. One of their bigger wins this season as St. Paul gets a steal. Let's see if they can capitalize, but Ensley was a big factor in that win over the Cougars.
Seneca East able to stop the fast break there from the St. Paul Flyers, and I believe that was Smith for the St. Paul Flyers. Took a tumble into the first row. She looks to be okay, but the Tigers are going to have the ball out of bounds. Bordner set to inbound on the close sideline, gets it into Bowerman. She's looking to set up something for the Seneca East offense, gets it over to Bordner. Picked up right there. Tough defense there from St. Paul, able to work it inside. Quick layup from the low block. That one hung on the rim and out with another strong offensive rebound, and a high layup falls for the Tigers.
What a rebound right there. She reached back all the way to grab it. Looked like she was mossing the defender and got it to go high off glass.
St. Paul once again on offense. Baxter has it, gets it over the corner. Another three-point try on the way. Had one of those earlier, not going to get that one to fall, as that one sails out of bounds, and Seneca East takes the ball with a 7-point lead. Bowerman has it off of the inbound, once again leisurely bringing this ball up the court. Now to Depnett, back over to Bowerman. She feeds that one all the way inside, down low, fall-away jumper from the low block, falls off target. Ensley collects the rebound, and Baxter's bringing it up the court. No one picked up the ball carrier, straight on three, and that's why defensive communication is key.
What a play right there from Baxter. You got to pick up ball if you're Seneca East defensively. That is one of the main things they teach you as soon as you start playing basketball. Pick the ball up the floor, as Bowerman's going to try to answer on the other end, but it rims out.
Another offensive rebound for Seneca East, unable to get it to fall. A very good save, and the Tigers are playing a little scrappy down low as it leads to a wide open mid-range jump shot. Falls off target as well. Baxter with a full head of steam. 2-on-2 fast break. Doesn't see the Tiger coming behind her. Gets it out. Another three-pointer on the way for St. Paul. Call that one a pass. A perfect assist. Down low for the easy bucket.
Right place, right time right there from McCall. Standing down low was wide open. Ensley missed it. No call here on the other end, and we're going back and forth, Storm, in a very close affair.
2 minutes left to play in the opening period of this tournament action. St. Paul looking to once again claw away at this lead. McCall has it and turns it over. Tigers taking it the other way. Bordner has it, kicks it over to Depnett. She dribbles to her right, step back, loses control, dribbles once again. That's going to be a double dribble for Seneca East and a turnover.
I've not seen a lot of those here early in the first quarter with Seneca East being loose with the ball. A little bit of mental lapse right there by Depnett, I believe, and got caught the double dribble.
Relatively clean game. Both are so far for both these squads. Not a lot of turnovers and only one total foul, so this is just straight up hard-nosed basketball from both these squads as Ensley puts the defender in the blender, drives all the way to inside, but that one's blocked by Seneca East. They have the ball in a fast break. A beautiful behind-the-back move, ends up with a spill on the floor. Ensley has it the other way, almost turns it over. Kicks it back out. Baxter has it, floats that one inside, a pump fake, and another block from the Seneca East Tigers. Their defense is rolling as they collect another rebound. Garrett, things are getting physical down there, but the Stripes are letting them play.
You can definitely tell neither team wants to go home after the night. They're giving it their all, and it is only 7 minutes in, Storm. This is going to be a good finish.
Oh, definitely. I mean, there are some games where you can just tell it's going to be a good one, and I believe this one's going to go down as an instant classic already. Seneca East once again on offense. Bose has it, dribbles inside, and she's just so good from the low block. That time not getting it to fall as Seneca East gets a steal in the passing lanes, puts that one up and puts it home for two to extend their lead. Under 15 seconds here, or excuse me, 40 seconds here to go in the quarter as St. Paul tries another three, and that one falls for the Flyers.
What an answer right there from St. Paul, swinging the ball around, being patient, only down by 3 now. See if they can get a stop here defensively.
Seneca East holding on to the rock, I'm sure, for the last possession. They did have the 5 count going there, hands it off to Bordner. She kicks it back over to Bowerman. Smart move here from Seneca East. This is a close game. Got to make every possession count, so got to score here if you're the Tigers. And Owsley just lets that one roll out of bounds, and the Flyers are going to have it with 9.9 left to make something happen at the end of the first. St. Paul set to inbound. Baxter inbounds it to Jaworski, Gets it back out to Baxter. 5 seconds left. Time ticking away. Step back 3 on the way. Off the mark. Seneca East, that one's not going to be in time. Almost went in. But that's going to do it here for the first quarter, where the Seneca East Tigers lead the St. Paul Flyers 18-15. Going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Welcome back to Willard High School, where we had an action-packed first quarter. Things are already heating up here at Willard. Storm Blanchet joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. Garrett, it was a fun one to watch through one.
It was a fun first quarter, Storm. This is going to be an exciting ball game all the way until the final horn sounds. But so far in the first quarter, it was really Jessica Bowerman for Seneca East just taking over. She's already up to 10 points.
Speaking of Bowerman, there she is bringing the ball up the court, kicks it over to her teammate Ousley. Now back up top. No one picked up the shooter. Didn't matter on that one as that one falls out of bounds. Terrific save there from Seneca East. Floater in the lane once again. Falls off target, and St. Paul's taking it the other way. Garrett, one thing that really sticks out to me is how physical this game has gotten.
Both teams are really going at it. Neither want to go home, as what a roll right there. I believe that was Camille Inslee. Got the shooter's touch to hit the front of the rim and went all the way up to the top of the glass.
Yeah, but once again, how just physical this game has been. We've seen multiple bodies on the floor. St. Paul drives it all the way and will not finish easily on the layup as Seneca East grabs the rebound. Both these teams flying on the floor, really hustling and scrapping for pretty much every extra possession they can get.
It seems as if you can tell that this is a district semifinal game. Neither team wants to go home, as I mentioned. They all want to advance and get another shot to win another game on this court.
The lights don't get much brighter than this. It's tournament time here in Willard. Both these teams with a rich history of playing each other, as Seneca East off of that St. Paul turnover is going to have possession. I believe that's Bowerman bringing the ball up the court, and like you said, Garrett, she had a terrific first quarter at 10 points through one quarter as Ousley kicks it over to her. She's going to try another three. Collects her own rebound, puts up the floater in the lane, and now that's 12 for Bowerman.
Nice play right there for Bowerman. Missed the three-point shot, but said nonetheless, I'm going to follow it and see if I can get a putback layup, and that she did, and add her total. Now she's got 12.
Baxter has it, putting on a couple of dribble moves, kicks it over to, I believe that's Ridge. Now she tries to sneak in inside to Smith and does. All the way down to the low block, puts one in and another block, and that's another thing that stuck out to me. Seneca East playing terrific defenses. There's a foul on the floor, and Ousley is going to head to the line for two opportunities at the free throw line, but the Tigers' defense has just been rejecting shot after shot after shot.
They've really been hustling to get back defensively when St. Paul's in transition. They're playing great transition defense, and down low when St. Paul gets it inside, they're typically either swiping down on the ball, getting a loose ball, or getting a block shot.
You know, that's something that we say not to do is swipe down, but it really is working out for the Tigers as we've seen a myriad of defensive stops for them. Second free throw attempt not good. St. Paul finds the ball, and Ousley's going to get fouled on that possession. St. Paul's going to retain possession, and Smith's going to inbound on the close sideline. Tightly contested ball game here through one quarter. Can only imagine that's just a taste of what's to come here on the OH Report as St. Paul has the ball on offense running a play. Now Smith has it, kicks it over to the left wing. Ensley has it, dribbles to her left, now kicks it out to the three-point line, gets caught on the baseline. Seneca East student section wanted to travel, not going to get it, but they are going to get the rebound, taking it the other way across the half-court line, one-on-one fast break all the way to the cup. That one's going to get called a blocking foul. And the Tigers are going to step back up to the charity stripe for 2 more. Garrett, the crowds have really been getting into it. I know last night was probably the most crowd participation we've ever had here in one of our games this season. I know it's been hard because of the restrictions on fans, but I mean, that crowd was loud yesterday, and it looks like it's going to be loud tonight.
Very excited to be able to come back and the fans be back in the building regardless of COVID, but it's always the game is just so much more fun and better when fans are, yelling at each other and screaming when their team gets an easy shot.
Smith has it for the Flyers on the offensive end, kicks it over to Ridge. Ridge back up top to Smith. Smith works it inside. Broadbent dribbles inside, and another block from the Tigers defense, and they are just playing a legendary game of basketball on the defensive end.
Surprised we haven't seen many more St. Paul up fakes, a pump fake, and get the defender off her feet to see if they can get an easy layup. But maybe that's something that coach will talk about in the half.
Ridge has it, gets it inside, back out to Smith, almost turns it over, and does. That one's going to end up with a jump ball, and the possession arrow points towards Seneca East. And Garrett out of the break from the first quarter. It seems like the Flyers are maybe a step behind.
They're getting a little too cute on offense, not being able to pass the ball around. They're being a little stagnant offensively. They just got to settle down. Don't let the spotlight be too bright.
Seneca East on offense. Corner, three-pointer on the way from Housley. That one's going to fall in the hands of her teammate, Depnit. She has it at the top of the key. Tries to kick it over, but that one's going to be tipped away from the St. Paul Flyers. Ensley has it. Dribbles inside, spin move, floater in the lane, falls right into the hands of the Seneca East Tigers, and they're running the ball in the break. All the way down the court is Depnit, and she finishes easily in transition. St. Paul trying to answer in the lane. A late whistle comes out, and St. Paul, I believe, is going to have their first opportunity at the free throw line tonight.
St. Paul desperately needs these free throws to go. They've been struggling ever since the end of that first quarter. Can't get anything to go offensively. Now down 7 points. Don't want Seneca East to get too much momentum before the half.
Ridge at the line for her first attempt. That one off the back of the rim and out. Sub at the table was check it in for the shooter. Ridge with her second attempt. That one also off the back of the iron and out. Almost an offensive rebound for the Flyers, but of course the Tigers right there on the glass. Depnit driving all the way inside off of one leg. Little too out of control on that one. Hensley has it, stops, pops, and that one drops for three. The St. Paul Flyers finally get back on the board.
Nice shot right there from Ensley, the leading scorer for the Lady Flyers. Exactly what they needed to cut this lead down to 4.
4-point lead, like you said, for the Tigers. They have been in complete control of this one so far as Bowerman says, anything you can do, I can do better.
And Bowerman has been taking over offensively for Seneca East, as she usually does. Averages 14 points a game, but already surpassed that with 16 here in this first half.
Flyers slowing things down, want to kind of calm things down here in this one as Ensley, one of the bright spots here, kicks it off to Ridge. Dribbles inside, puts a floater in the lane, and another terrific defensive stand from Seneca East. Substitutions here on both sides as St. Paul is going to retain possession. Smith on the baseline, ready to inbound for the Flyers at the 4 count. Almost got the 5 count. Quick free throw line jumper, and that's something you don't see every day. A foul on a jump shot.
Seneca East has been going for those blocks all night, and now looks like they got a little bit of the wrist of the shooter, and now she's going to head to the free throw line for 2.
St. Paul with their 3rd and 4th attempt at the free throw line. That one falls short. They are now 0 of 3 from the free throw line. Never something you want to miss out on is those gimme points at the line if you're down like St. Paul is. Another attempt on the way, and that one falls for the Flyers. Seneca East out in transition, really trying to make this game go quickly. The Tigers have really been trying to push the tempo.
And they've been doing it successfully as they got a 6-point advantage here in the first half, and it's really been Bowerman. They got to slow her down if you're St. Paul if you want a chance to win this district.
Bowerman, the complete dominant force on the offensive end, has it. Dish back to her on the backdoor cut, puts one up, and puts one in for her 18th point of the night.
I'm really not sure how she even got that shot up, Storm. It was really good defense from the Lady Flyers, but nonetheless, she adds to her total, and she's already at 18.
Behind the back move there from Ensley, gets caught in the lane, got tied up right there, took a jump, and they're actually going to call that one a jump ball. I thought they were going to get Ensley for the traveling violation. They're going to say it was a jump ball that occurred first, so Broadbent's taking it out for the Flyers. Gets it in the far lane, a little too much on it for McCall to handle as it sails out of bounds, and it's going to be Seneca East ball. Bowerman has it for the Tigers, and she has been the dominant force on the offensive end for the Tigers. Kicks it over to Depnett. Now back over to Bordner. Met with a double team, able to get it out to Broadman, and too aggressive of defense. As the Flyers are going to pick up another foul here with just over 2 minutes to play. Bordner set to inbound and does get it into Bowerman. Back to Bordner. Pass tipped right there by the Flyers. Mid-air collision between the two teams, but nothing malicious as Seneca East once again is going to have the ball out of bounds. Bordner once again inbounds to Bowerman. Bowerman brings the ball up the court, kicks it over to Depnett on the right wing. Back to the free throw line, floats that one over the top for Hicks, and she puts one up and puts one home.
Beautiful ball movement from the Lady Tigers, getting it down low to Hicks as she was wide open. It was a beautiful pass down low, and she got it to go.
McCall has it, kicks it out to Ensley. She tries to float that one over the top. Going to be tipped by the Tigers, and Seneca East just completely owning this game on the defensive end. Smith, the inbound for the Flyers, tries to float that one up over the top. Going to be picked off by the Tigers. Home run ball, Depnett all the way on the other end. Takes some contact. Not going to be a call from the stripes, and Smith going to take it the other way. Tries to kick that one over to Ensley. Bobbled around for a little bit. Finds its way inside to McCall. Unable to hit that one from point-blank range. Depnett the other way. Step back three off the back of the iron, right into the hands of her teammate, and a reverse putback goes in for the Tigers.
The lead is now up to 12. St. Paul might want to think about calling a timeout. They desperately need a bucket here to cut this to 10. They need some kind of momentum going into half.
Under 1 minute to play here in the second quarter. St. Paul unable to get that one to go, but that one might even be better as a high layup goes off the glass for McCall and one.
Seneca East fouls on number 33. Alexis makes her first. Team's fourth.
McCall stepping up to the line for another free throw attempt, and that old-fashioned three-pointer is converted. 45 seconds left to play here in the second. Depnett quickly gets it down low into Hicks, and she's on a 4-0 run of herself. Flyers taking it the other way, just over 30 seconds to play now. Time dwindling away here in the first half. Ensley has it, kicks it over. Jaworski almost turns it over. Dive on the floor. Seneca East has it, tries to get it away. Multiple bodies on the ground. Gonna end in a jump ball, and the possession arrow points to the Tigers. So another turnover for the St. Paul Flyers. That has been killing them all night long.
Seneca East is really beginning to pull away here offensively. They're just being so dominant down low with Hicks and Bowerman. St. Paul needs a stop here. Get some confidence and get some momentum for the half.
Bordner hands it off to Depnett. Tigers probably looking to hold this one out for the last shot. 8 seconds in, counting to go. And a lower shoulder right there from Bowerman leads to the charge call. Great awareness right there to get in, set the feet, and draw the charge. As with just over 6 seconds to play in the second, St. Paul's going to have to go the whole length of the court. Quick inbound goes to McCall. She gets it back to Smith. Now up the court, 2 seconds Trying to get that one up at the buzzer, not going to be in time, and that's going to do it through 2 quarters of play. The Seneca East Tigers lead the St. Paul Fliers 35-24. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with some halftime stats and some second half action. You have been watching high school hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Unless you're actively eating or
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health, to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today. No paywalls, just live sports, exclusively on the OH Report.
Hello and welcome back to Willard High School, where we had a tightly contested first half that saw the Seneca East Tigers on top of the St. Paul Fliers 35-24 as the Tigers take the floor once again. Storm Blunchley joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett, taking a look at the halftime stats. St. Paul with 9 field goals, 4 threes, shooting 2 of 5 from the free throw line, 11 rebounds, only 2 of them offensively, and 7 total turnovers for Seneca East. 15 field goals, 3 threes, shooting 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 21 rebounds, 11 of them offensively, and 8 turnovers. Garrett, the obvious sore thumb that sticks out is the rebounding numbers for the Tigers.
They've been dominating down low against the Lady Flyers. St. Paul got to get something going here in the second half. Got to box it out because Seneca East is just dominating. And it's really been Jessica Bowerman offensively for the Tigers, erupting in that second quarter, really in the whole entire first half, as she had 18 of Seneca East's 35.
For the Flyers, Ensley with 10 total points, but kind of struggling, and as well as the rest of this Flyer squad.
She's the leading scorer for the Lady Flyers coming into the night, averages 13 points a game. Danielle Smith averages 11. Maddie McCall pitches in 12, and Morgan Baxter averages 9. So the role players really got to pick it up and help Ensley in the second half if they want a shot to move on the districts.
Got another exciting tournament matchup coming up after this one, as we'll see number 5 South Central play the number 1 Buckeye Central Bucks, and that's coming up on our airways pretty much right after the conclusion of this one. Garrett, talk to me a little bit about how good Buckeye Central is.
Buckeye Central is one of the better teams that I have ever seen with my own 2 eyes. They're really good defensively, but they can also put up points in bunches. They got 3 scores in the top 10 of the Northern 10 Conference in scoring.
Second half action moments away as Baxter is set to inbound for the St. Paul Flyers. Going to need a brilliant second half to get back into this one. Still a lot of basketball to be played. Tournament second half action. Here we go as Ensley puts on the fancy footwork, dribbles all the way inside. The Tigers defense going to be too much as Debnett takes it all the way herself, and a couple more fancy moves on the other end, and another offensive rebound, but this one ends in a jump ball, and the possession arrow is going to point towards the Tigers. Seneca East set to inbound under their own basket, get it in down low at the low block where they've been doing the majority of the work, and there's Bose putting home a fall away post jump shot.
Nice fadeaway shot right there from Bose with the offhand. Got it to go from the left side, an easy shot.
St. Paul going the other way. I believe that was Smith who took a spill right there, collects it, dribbles all the way inside, and another terrific block here from Seneca East. That was the story for them in the entire first half as St. Paul tries a three-pointer. That one rattles around the rim and eventually rattles home. All the way down on the other end. Hicks couldn't hold on to that one. Flyers taking it the other way. Take a look at that three-pointer once again from the Flyers on their last possession. Seneca East playing such solid defense inside. Have a ton of blocks tonight and probably even more steals, to be honest. This team has just been so solid defensively. St. Paul with a quick post-range shot. That one, I believe, blocked once again. Taking it the other way is Bordner, drives all the way inside. Beautiful dish down low. Falls off target, but like we've seen this whole game long, both sides of the ball really trying to box out and get these rebounds.
And Seneca East has been winning that challenge so far. St. Paul coming out a little bit better on the boards. Haven't seen any offensive rebounds for the Tigers, but they need a shot here to go and cut this lead to at least single digits.
Hensley taking it the other way, kicks it off to Smith. She drives inside. Trying to sneak that one inside is St. Paul, and a dive for the loose ball from Seneca East. Going to end in a jump ball. Possession arrow points towards the Tigers.
What a save right there from Cook. That ball was so close to being out of bounds, but she got her palms on it. But St. Paul does get the steal.
Ensley with a mid-range try. That one a little too strong. A rare offensive rebound for the Flyers, but hey, led to a foul, and the Flyers, who struggled at the charity stripe in the first half, are going to step up for 2 more here in the second half. Baxter with her first attempt at the line. That one falls through the net. The Flyers, like I mentioned earlier, struggled mightily from the free throw line. Look to turn things around here after the halftime break, as Baxter is 1 for 1 going for her second. That one falls through as well for Baxter, and the Tigers inbound it to Bordner. She dribbles down the court. On the left wing, kicks it over, works it inside. A tip ball. St. Paul taking it the other way on the fast break. Baxter has it. Setting things up for St. Paul, kicks it inside to McCall. She dishes it off to Jaworski. She puts on a couple of moves, gets all the way inside, but another terrific block from Bose on the defensive end. Dish inside, met with a lot of contact. Going to be a blocking foul. And Smith is going to be the Flyer at the line, setting up for 2 chances.
Now St. Paul playing very physical here offensively, taking it into the defender's chest right there, gets rewarded, heads to the charity stripe with another chance to cut in this deficit.
Smith has it at the line, puts up her first free throw attempt. That one falls off the mark, the first miss from the charity stripe for the Flyers. Checking in as Owsley for the Tigers. Bordner sits down. And a timeout called here from the Tigers as St. Paul is getting ready for their free throw. So almost a different switch has been flipped for the Flyers as they came out, like you said, very physical, really wanting to get into this one. For the Tigers, really not able to get anything much going on the offensive end, but I'm sure that's going to change.
They struggled out of the gate. It was really, Bowerman didn't get anything to go here early. In this third quarter, she's been struggling. Credit to St. Paul. They've been playing a little bit better defensively, and they've been boxing out. Let's see if they can continue to do so.
St. Paul really trying to scratch away at that Tigers lead. It was pretty tightly contested through 1 quarter. Seneca East pulled away in the second. Now it's the comeback story for St. Paul as Smith steps up to the line for her second attempt. That one falls for her as well. So just a 7-point lead now for the Tigers. As seems during halftime, the Flyers really trying to set up a full court press as Bowerman dishes it off to the 3-point line. That one goes up, will not fall. Rebound trying to be kept alive from the Tigers, ends up falling into the hands of the Flyers. They have possession. Ensley bringing the ball up the court. She has 10 on the night. Kicks it off to McCall, setting things up. Now over to the left wing, back up top to Baxter. Baxter thought about the 3 steps back, dishes it off to McCall. Dribbles inside, backs down her man, kicks it back to Baxter. She almost loses possession of it. Gonna be another foul on Seneca East. So the refs were kind of letting these 2 teams play, but seems that time is over. Starting to call the fouls a little more diligently.
I tend to disagree with you, Storm. I think St. Paul just came out a little bit more physical here in the second half. They're kind of getting pushed around in the first half, but they've made the adjustment and they've been playing a little bit more physical. Nice hustle right there from St. Paul.
Smith right there diving on the ground, tried to save that one. Efforts are in vain as it sails out of bounds, and Seneca East trying to break the St. Paul press. Get it inbounded to Hicks, back to Bose, and another turnover for Seneca East. St. Paul driving all the way inside, and another terrific block as St. Paul able to stick with it, and then we'll get out rebounded down low from Hicks. Hicks almost throws that one away, gets it over to Bose. She brings it up the court, dishes it to Bowerman. She dribbles all the way inside, and there's the first scoring of the half for Bowerman.
It's just too easy for Bowerman. She took it coast to coast all the way, and all she had to do was hit that crossover at the free throw line, and she got to her shot.
McCall picked up her dribble down low, somehow finds a way to get it to Smith. She drives all the way inside, off the mark. Tigers taking it the other way, one-on-one fast break for Depnett. Going to be a charge foul right there as Depnett lowered the shoulder as we see on our replay. Depnett definitely lowers the shoulder right there, goes right into the defender, and that's going to be a charge foul 10 times out of 10.
I believe most Seneca East fans thought that, well, she wasn't set, but it really didn't matter because Depnett did definitely lead with the shoulder right there, causing the contact and forcing the turnover.
St. Paul still trying to chip away at this 9-point lead. McCall has it for them. Gonna try a three-pointer, and that cuts the Seneca East lead to 6. Bordner now dribbling all the way down the court, taking it herself. Gonna be a blocking foul this time. I thought that one was a charge. Definitely got both feet set as we take a look at the St. Paul three-pointer on the other end. Nothing but net on the defensive end for St. Paul. Really just an unlucky call right there from the refs.
I thought that was definitely a charge, Storm. I thought that student section for St. Paul was going to erupt because I really thought that was a charge. I had no doubt in my mind that it was, but the refs proved me wrong, and maybe that's why I'm up here commentating, Storm, and not down there reffing.
I really did think that the St. Paul defender had her feet set, but guess the refs saw something different as Seneca East nails their second free throw on that trip. St. Paul now bringing it the other way on the offensive end. Ensley has it. Had a tough night here so far. Team leading 10 points, but that's not what this girl is capable of. She takes it inside, and another block from Seneca East. I wonder what St. Paul is bringing to the block party. Taking it the other way, Seneca East quickly down on the low block. That one falls off target. Another offensive rebound. This team is just a workhorse top to bottom as Ousley will not get that one to fall. Long rebound falls into the hands of Smith. Smith on the left wing picks up her dribble, finds a way to get that one inside, and another terrific defensive stand for the Seneca East Tigers. St. Paul retains possession, dribbles inside, met down low. That one going to be a little too aggressive defense. St. Paul's going to step up to the line for 2 shots.
Amelia Bose has been blocking shots left and right, and here's one of them on our replay. Gets the rejection. I believe she had another one on the same possession, but St. Paul had a beautiful up fake, took it to the cup, and drew some contact and headed the free throw line and cut this to 6-point lead.
St. Paul makes their first of 2, still has another on the floor. There it goes, up and out. McCall unable to make her second one, but terrific hustle from the Flyers. Stay with it. Offensive rebound getting late in a deep 3-second call. No call on the floor. Seneca East rips down the rebound. Almost looked like a travel as well, as Ousley has it on the left wing. Floats that one up top and over, and that's too easy for Bose inside.
Beautiful setup from her teammate, and Bose was wide open, had great position on the defender. Got the pass over the top, and St. Paul will elect to call timeout.
St. Paul really looking to draw something up. They were starting to really get some momentum and get back into this one, but Seneca East with the spectacular interior defense really shut that dream down.
They cut it to the smallest margin it's been since the first quarter. It was at 6 points. And then Seneca East got a few rejections, and Bose on the other end getting the rejections, and then on the other end got the easy pass from her teammate and got the easy layup.
This one has been a fun one to watch. Seneca East really starting to pull away with it. They were at the end of the second. Here in the third, St. Paul trying to mount a comeback, but just proving unsuccessful as they really haven't been able to get it done on the offensive end.
Been struggling here in the third quarter getting it done, and Bowerman has really, she's only been held to 2 points, so that's really one of the reasons Seneca East has been struggling offensively. Let's see if the role players can step up, as Bose has had a few easy looks at the rim, and that's helping out Seneca East's total.
Bowerman for Seneca East already with 20 points, almost half of her team's total points here, not even through 3 total quarters. So a brilliant scoring night here for Bowerman, as out of the timeout, I believe it will be St. Paul's ball on the close sideline. Baxter steps over and is set to inbound. Smith decides to take it out of bounds for the Flyers, inbounds it deep to Ensley. She gets it across half court. The half court line, takes a screen, stops, thought about the three, kicks it off to her teammate. She dribbles inside, kicks it back out to Baxter. She tries a three-pointer, that one off the rim and out. Rebound tracked down by St. Paul, but not before stepping out of bounds. Going to be Tigers ball. Seneca East inbound to Bordner. Gets it up the court to Cook. Cook taking it the other way, gets it back off to Bordner. Bordner putting on some dribble moves, now over to Ousley. Dribbles to a right free throw line, jumper on the way for Bose. That one rattles around the rim for a while, falls out, almost stuck with it on the offensive glass, but it falls out of bounds, and the St. Paul Flyers take it the other way.
A lot of contact down low, bodies flying everywhere. I thought they were going to call a push on Kirsten Cook down low, but St. Paul have retained the possession anyway.
Ensley has it, takes a screen, dribbles all the way inside, and do I even have to say it at this point? Another block for Seneca East. They are hosting a block party in the painted area.
It's really been Hicks as she checks in and Bose as she checks out. The two tandem really been working together down low, getting a lot of blocks and getting a lot of easy looks offensively down low.
It's been difficult for St. Paul to get anything going on the inside as Baxter is going to try again, throws up a shot. I'm not sure if that one was blocked or just a wild shot. Seneca East taking the ball the other way regardless. Bowerman has it, dishes it off. A little too much mustard on that pass as it goes off the fingertips of Ousley and falls out of bounds. Baxter set to inbound and does get it into Ensley. Hits it across half court, dribbles to her left. Hands it right off to Baxter, and she's going to get an up and down. The defense is right there, and if she would have put that one up, it would have been blocked again.
St. Paul needs to think about possibly trying some pump fakes to get these defenders off their feet because they are jumping. Even on jump shots, they're not even closing out with a hand up. They're just constantly going for those ejections, but it is working out for the Tigers so far throughout this game as Bowerman takes it straight to the cup and gets it to go for her fourth point of the third quarter.
Under a minute to play here in the third quarter. A 10-point margin separates these two teams. Ensley has it, dribbles inside, puts up a shot in the lane, and even when the Flyers do get a shot in the lane as Bowerman takes it all the court, and a block on the other end for the Flyers. Just over 30 seconds to play now in the third quarter. Three-pointer on the way from Baxter. That one rattles around the rim but won't rattle home. Ousley on the defensive glass, bringing things the other way. Slows things down, dishes it off to Bowerman. 20 seconds and counting to play in the third. Defense right there on Bowerman. Dishes it off to Bordner. 10 seconds now to play in the third. Aggressive defense, no foul right there. Seneca East desperately trying to cling on to this one. 3.5 left to play, and a jump ball is going to point towards the Flyers. So St. Paul with 3.5 seconds to make something happen to give them some momentum going into the fourth quarter. Looks like it's going to be inbound to Ensley. Got to get something going quickly. Gonna say she stepped on the line, and that's going to bring us to 0.2 seconds left in the third quarter.
I believe it is impossible, Storm, to get it even a shot up. They got to get some kind of alley-oop. They won't even try it. Bowerman threw up that one.
That's going to do it here for the third quarter of action here in the tournament, where the Tigers lead the Flyers 44-34. Make sure you stick with us through the break. Going to have some fourth quarter action on the way. You've been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Welcome back to Willard High School, where fourth quarter action is moments away. Seneca East really taking over the third quarter. Going to call an an carry right there on Seneca East. Storm Bluntschli joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And we saw a block party in the third. The Seneca East Tigers defense just controlling things in the third.
Their offense came alive at the end of that third quarter. They struggled as St. Paul really cut back into the deficit as their defense is just suffocating the Flyers.
Quick mid-range try on the other end for Bowerman off of the fast break. That one's not going to fall. And the ball is going to fall out of bounds. I'm going to say it was last touched by St. Paul. Bowerman set to inbound onto their own basket. Right back to Bowerman. Mid-range try, and that one falls through the bottom of the net for two.
St. Paul defensively does not have an answer for Bowerman, and she has been dominating all game long as she adds to her total. Now she sits at 22.
Baxter has it, dishes it off. Ball tipped by Seneca East. Smith tries to get it inside and does. Baxter, three-point try on the way, and that one falls through the bottom of the bucket for the Flyers. 9 points separate these two squads. Bowerman, who's been the dominant force on the offensive end for the Tigers, has it, dishes it off to Depnett. Back to Bowerman, has 24 on the night, just through three quarters alone. Kicks it off to Ousley. She floats one inside. That one's going to be last touched by the Flyers. Seneca East going to take possession out of bounds. Seneca East set to inbound. They get it in, put one quickly off the inbound. That one falls with a point-blank jump shot. Flyers the other way. Baxter has it across the midcourt line. Couple of down screens. McCall has it now on the left wing. Tries to sneak that one inside, but wouldn't you know, another tip pass from this Seneca East defense. They are just firing on all cylinders as we take a look at the replay. Perfect amount of touch there on the offensive end for Seneca East to put that one home.
Bowerman Storm has more than half of the points tonight for Seneca East. St. Paul, if they want any shot to come back, they got to get a stop for her and pick it up offensively, as that will help. Inslee knocks down a three for her 13th point of the night.
8-point game now here at the Willard High School. Cook has it for Seneca East across half court. Going to be a little too aggressive on defense. Is McCall going to get the blocking foul? That's going to give Seneca East the ball out of bounds. That's going to just be the second team foul for St. Paul. So quite a few fouls to give as Ousley steps out of bounds to inbounds things for the Tigers. Bordner at the top of the key. Baxter right there on her, getting deep into the 5 count. Almost loses it, gets it right back. Timeout called from the Seneca East Tigers, as it looks like they really didn't have a plan on that offensive possession. Bordner was just kind of dribbling around the midcourt line with really no plan. St. Paul playing some terrific defense as of late.
See what they can do at the end of this fourth quarter, down 8 points. It's not impossible. Storm, a lot of time left, but they got to stop Bowerman off for the Seneca East, because she is just dominating more than half of Seneca East points tonight. She's got 26.
I mean, the next highest scorer on the Seneca East squad is Hicks, and she has just 8. So a brilliant performance so far for Bowerman. It's going to be Seneca East ball out of the timeout, and St. Paul's going to have to string together some defensive stops here to get back into this one. Ousley has it out of bounds. Floats it over the top to Cook. She gets it over to Bowerman. Bowerman now over to Bordner. Now to Cook. She dribbles inside, finds an open lane, takes it, and puts home the easy inside layup.
It's just been too easy for Seneca East getting the ball into the post. Once they get it, they got wide open layups, and just on that possession, they had another one.
Baxter hands it off. Ensley gonna try a floater in the lane, not gonna fall on target. Bowerman taking it the other way. Home run ball all the way down to Bordner. Almost tipped away by the Flyers. Gonna be a tough fall there, or I believe that was Ensley. Shows the toughness, gets right back up and puts it away. On one of our other broadcasts tonight, the Shelby Whippets are leading by 10 over the TY Tigers from Mansfield, 45-35. Catch that one on our airwaves as well. Back to Willard High School. St. Paul with a chance to score. Going to throw it right away to the Seneca East Tigers, and they're going to have a chance to extend this one to 12. Ousley has it at the top of the key. Dribbles all the way inside, decides to kick it back out to Bordner. Taking a screen from Bowerman, decides to hand it off to her. Bowerman takes a screen now, gets all the way inside, gets it over the top to Hicks. She puts up a tough layup, falls offline. Fast break opportunity for Smith. She stops, pops. That one will not drop for her. Rebound trying to be tracked down by Hicks. She eventually finds it. Bowerman has it for the Tigers now. Gets a little fancy with it, puts it behind her back, kicks it over to the corner. Tried to get that one inside. Gonna say it was last tip by the Tigers of Seneca East, and the St. Paul Flyers are gonna have another crack on offense.
St. Paul got to start capitalizing on these offensive possessions. The defense is getting it done. They're getting some stops, but they cannot get anything to go offensively. Time is beginning to tick away. Which team is going to punch their ticket to the district championship?
Ensley had it, dribbles it inside, is going to end up with another turnover. The Seneca East defense has been rolling in this one. Bordner has it, gets it over to Ousley. Kicks it back over to Bowerman. Hicks has it now at the free throw line. Back out to Bowerman. Hicks once again kicks it over to Ousley. Tigers being extra patient on this drive. They know the clock is their friend. No, they are in no rush to score a 10-point lead with 3:30 left to go here in the fourth quarter, but can't be doing that, turning the ball over this late in the game. A no here no matter what, but especially if you're trying to hold on to a lead. Baxter the other way, all the way down the lane. Gonna say it was last off of Baxter's leg. Seneca East taking possession.
3:23 remaining as Bose checks in. St. Paul got to be close with the ball, because when you take it down low, Bose has been blocking shots left and right, and she just checked back in.
10-point game here in favor of the Seneca East Tigers, and things are getting awfully dicey if you're the Flyers. This is a huge margin to overcome in such a short amount of time.
And really the ways they've been struggling offensively, it is a huge mountain that they have to climb in under 3.5 minutes remaining, down 10 points. They got to get going because time is beginning to tick away.
Going to be difficult. St. Paul has to play almost perfect here through the final 3 minutes and 30 seconds of this one. Have to be very minimal on the mistakes. No turnovers, and have to play pretty much perfect, as I said. I mean, scoring every possession. For Seneca East, just got to take care of the basketball. No turnovers. And if you're going to put up a shot, make sure it's a nice, clean look at the rim. St. Paul in a full court press now. Tigers get it into Bowerman. She dribbles all the way down the length of the court, using her speed and quickness to get by the defenders. Kicks it back up top to Depnett. She tries to get one inside and does. High shot off the glass, and that pushes the lead to 12 in favor of the Tigers.
Hicks has been a dominant force down low. She really hasn't been stopped all night. She gets in great position there and gets a nice feed from her teammate for an easy layup.
Baxter has it, kicks it out. Mid-range try on the way. Baxter collects the offensive rebounds. Gonna get fouled. Just under 3 left to play in this one. It's getting scary for St. Paul very quickly. Baxter set to inbound for the Flyers. Gets pretty deep in the 5 count. That one's going to be tipped away by the Seneca East Tigers, and that's been the story so far through this one. The Tigers defense just suffocating, really not giving the Flyers anything easy at all, not even an inbound pass, as we see some tough defense there from Ousley. Ensley has it for the Flyers on the right wing, picks up her dribble, throws that one away. Gonna be out of bounds. Last touch by Ensley, and Seneca East has a commanding control in this one.
No need for Seneca East to rush anything. Take as much time off the clock as you can, as St. Paul's going to get up and try to get a steal.
Ousley set to inbound, gets it into Bowerman. Gets it across the half-court line. Ensley right there on her, takes the screen, now back out to the Roman Ousley. Gets it inside to Depnit. Takes a hard foul right there. Going to be out of bounds. Seneca East ball. Bowerman to inbound under the Seneca East basket. Turnover directly into the hands of the Flyers, taking it all the way. Dish off pass, mid-range try off target. Fight for the rebound, couple of bodies hitting the floor. Somehow Ensley ended up with it through it. Right away, 2-on-1 fast break, and a terrific read on the fast break from Ensley. Able to collect that one, kicks it over to her teammate Smith for 3. And another block for the Seneca East Tigers. Bowerman has it, kicks it over to Ousley. Picks up her dribble. Is left wide open, gets that one inside to Hicks, puts up a shot. That one off target, a rare occurrence down low for the Tigers. Taking it the other way is Baxter. Thought about the mid-range, kicks it out to Smith. Another three-pointer on the way from her, off the front of the rim and out. Believe that last block on the last offensive possession for the Flyers was the nail in the coffin, as this is a 12-point game with 1 minute and 32 seconds left to go.
Going to be a huge hill to climb if St. Paul gets back into this one. Down 12, they got to get going though. Time is beginning to tick away, and Seneca East is finishing strong.
Seneca East taking it the other way. Ousley has it, dribbles inside, puts up a tough shot. I believe that one's going to go down as a block for the Flyers. Tigers are going to have it out of bounds, and pretty much all they have to do is dribble this one out. 12 points, it's pretty much insurmountable with this short amount of time, but Ousley just pouring it on with another mid-range jumper.
Putting the icing on the cake for this one. Seneca East, if a miracle doesn't happen, should move on to the district game, either to play Buckeye Central or South Central.
Out of bounds. Going to say it was last touch by the Tigers. Smith set to inbound, gets it in over the top to Leash. Back to Smith. She dribbles all the way inside, and what a perfect way to end things off here on defense. The way things have been going all game long. Another huge block for the Seneca East Tigers. Bowerman has it, gets it over in the corner. No need to foul here if you're St. Paul, I believe. This one is all but over with 50 seconds left to go. A 14-point advantage here for the Tigers. They inbound it. Bowerman brings it back out. And a little bit of a hug right there from Ensley. Really tried to get the foul off right there, and will. As St. Paul with a big group substitution and a standing ovation from the St. Paul Flyers. Tigers to inbound on the far sidelines. They do eventually get it in. Now they try to get it inside. Turnover. Flyers take it the other way. Ridge has it. That one, another block here for Bose. What a terrific defensive night for her.
She has blocked, I feel like, almost every shot that she has ever contested here tonight, Storm. I don't think anybody has scored on Bose. What a heck of a defensive performance.
Seneca East inbounds it, and another quick foul here for St. Paul. 30 seconds even left to go, and Depnit's going to step up to the line, and it's just a free throw shooting contest here for the Tigers. Depnit with her first attempt on the 1-and-1. That one falls, so she's going to get another attempt here to push this one to 16. Bordner checks in for the Tigers, and Bowerman takes a seat as we hear the Seneca East fan base erupt, as it has been one heck of a game from Bowerman.
She really dominated in that first half. She had 18 of her 26 through the first 2 quarters and really was dishing it off in the second half as she finished with 26 and really found her teammate stroke.
Depnit puts the final nail in the St. Paul Flyers coffin, pushing this one all the way to 16 with under half a minute left to go. St. Paul almost turns it over again. Has it over there. Gonna say that one was tipped, so no backcourt violation, but another terrific defensive stand for the Tigers, as the Flyers are set to inbound with 16 seconds to go, but I believe that's going to do it here in this one, as the number 2 Seneca East Tigers are victorious over the number 3 St. Paul Flyers. The final score should be 56-40. Was a great game at halftime, but Garrett, it was the third quarter where Seneca East really pulled away.
It was really their defense blocking a lot of shots and getting steals, as they get another steal here late in the game. That should be the icing on the cake, and they should punch their ticket to the next round.
So that's going to do it here for the first of a double-header on the OH Report. The Seneca East Tigers are going to survive and advance over the St. Paul Flyers 56-40. Make sure you stick with us. We're going to have final stats and a player of the game interview. But for now, you have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health, to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today. No paywalls, just live sports, exclusively on the OH Report.
standing courtside now with our player of the game, brought to you by Sutton Bank. Jessica Bowerman had a prolific 26 points. Jessica, how were you able to get it done on the offensive end in such a big game?
Our team, I think today we executed better than we ever had. We've been focusing on that part of the game, especially like executing. And my team, they're bomb diggity. Like they set good screens, and especially the post, they worked it down low. So.
Was it the plan on offense to play through you, or did the ball just happen to bounce your way?
It just happened. My team, like especially, it was supposed to just go through the whole team. Like it wasn't just through me, the whole team, and those guys got it done.
A terrific performance on the defensive end. I couldn't even keep track of how many blocks your team has as a total. Is defense something you emphasize throughout the season?
Oh, yes, because without defense, you can't win games, and especially it comes from the heart. And I think defense is what we need to focus on, and that's what we have focused on, so that helped us.
They do say that defense wins championships. Speaking of championships, a big win today. What are the aspirations going forward? I believe it is South Central versus Buckeye Central. You'll be facing one of those two teams. So what's the plan moving forward?
The plan moving forward is just to work our butts off and play as hard as we can with all the heart we can, and just execute as well as we're supposed to.
Alrighty, thank you very much.
Thank
once
you.
again, Jessica Bowerman, our player of the game, brought to you by Sutton Bank with 26 points. Go out, enjoy this win. A big congratulations to you and the whole Seneca East Tigers organization.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's going to do it. We're going to take a quick break right here, get Garrett back in the booth. Going to be back with some final stats. You've been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health, to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today. No paywalls, just live sports. Exclusively on the OH Report.
Hello and welcome back to Willard High School once again, where we saw the Seneca East Tigers become victorious over the St. Paul Flyers 56-40. Taking a look at the final stats here tonight. The Tigers shooting 26 of 56 with shooting 5 of 12 on the free throw line, 5 of 8 on the free throw line, 5 of 12 from 3, 32 total rebounds, 12 of them offensively, and 18 turnovers for St. Paul, shooting 13 of 53, 8 of 16 on threes, 6 of 11 from the free throw line, 19 total rebounds, 6 offensively, and 18 turnovers. Storm Bluntschli joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. Garrett, I mean, the shooting percentage says it all for St. Paul. I mean, the Tigers' defense really carried them to victory tonight.
It's really one of the reasons, really the main reason that they were victorious today against St. Paul. St. Paul really could not find their shot all night long. Camille Inslee was really the lone bright spot for the Flyers. Their role players couldn't get going. Maddie McCall struggled, as well as Morgan Baxter. So a tough day for St. Paul, but they had a good run. They beat a lot of good teams in this tournament. But for Seneca East, moving on, they either got Buckeye Central or South Central, but that is coming up next. But it was a struggle for St. Paul all night long, but Jessica Bowerman really willed her team to victory with her 26.
Bowerman with a brilliant performance on the offensive end, but we're going to have to wrap things up here for this first broadcast. Got some thank yous I need to get away. Thank you very much, Garrett Parlett, for running camera and being my wonderful color commentator. Travis Berardi for locking it down on the switching and the scorekeeping and the replays. Max Antra for locking it down over on my second camera, and Austin Michael for being the wonderful statistician he is. I want to thank all the sponsors for making this possible to bring you some tournament action live and free. And I want to thank you, the fans, most of all, for hanging out with us for a few hours and really making this enjoyable for all of us. We love bringing this coverage to you, and we love it when you watch it, so thank you very much. But I believe that is going to do it here for the first game at Willard High School. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.